Our judge, George Milutinovich from Fresno, California.
And George has been involved in the sport since his youth, 16 years of age. You know, like Gail and I, that we began as a youth, and we became impassioned with the breeds that we showed and we loved. He's most known for pugs, Italian Greyhounds, some Cocker Spaniels, Smooth Fox Terriers, Boxers, Bichons, and Russells. So he has a very diverse background.
Our third of the 4 groups tonight. Already had a PVGV winner and a Pekingese.
And he's walking down the line now, just giving a good once-over and getting himself acclimated in.
To Michael Lefebvre.
The American Eskimo dog, descended from the German Spitz, presents a picture of strength, alertness, and beauty. Bred to be watchdogs, they live to please and protect their family. This is an intelligent breed that delights in learning, as evidenced by its success in obedience and agility. This is American Eskimo dog, number 9.
Good, thank you.
And you'll see on the graphic there that Stetson has many acronyms after his name. That means that he's very active in other dog sports and is very trainable and likes to work and likes to learn.
Shaking out the nerves.
And Gail, don't you think that this is a very important part of our sport? Whatever the job that they're actually bred for, they can do other things. So if you don't want to show in conformation, the reason we do this is to make a dog look that way. But then you can have it in agility, fast cat, and anything that you want to have them try to do to engage them.
Smiling face, black nose.
The Bichon Frise originated in the Mediterranean area, ultimately arriving in France. The name means small dog with curly hair, giving the appearance of a living powder puff. This high-spirited little fellow is a wonderful companion dog. This is Bichon Frise, number 8.
Bye, please.
And we enjoyed 2018 when the Best in Show winner was a Bichon Frise, Flynn, from this group.
And here we have another one of the international entries. This dog is from South Korea.
And, you know, when you're looking at the Bichon, it's so unique because it has this plush, gorgeous coat that should spring back when you touch it. And when you look at their eyes and their nose, it forms a triangle. So that's how you tell if the head is shaped correctly. And they're another lively breed. I mean, they are nonstop energy. They're really a clown in the ring. You can see this just by what you're seeing right now, bouncing around and having a great time out there.
I see you looking at me, Jason.
Right.
Congratulations.
The Boston Terrier did indeed originate in the Boston area and was recognized by the AKC in 1893 as the first American-bred dog. The Boston's alert expression, lovable disposition, characteristic square head, and markings give him the style and well-earned name, the American Gentleman. This is Boston Terrier, number 18.
And we had a Boston Terrier named Brewski, Guinness World Record for the dog with the largest eyes at 28 millimeter in diameter, was named after the Patriot linebacker Teddy Brewski.
Wow.
You had me going in the wrong direction when you said his name was Brewski. I thought the record was going to be for something different.
Yes. Yeah, you sound like a bar owner in Wisconsin.
I am, yes.
Okay.
Shout out to Wolves.
All right, I'll be there.
The Bulldog's traits of courage and tenacity have long made him a symbol of determination, yet despite his good, tough guy good looks, he is a fun-loving and sociable breed. The Bulldog is most happy in his role as an affectionate companion. This is Bulldog, number 8.
Good call.
And here we have Star, who is the number 3 dog in the country right now. Number 2 of the non-sporting group.
Yeah, and I just adore this breed in general. I mean, they're such a unique and detailed dog. From the broad U-shaped underjaw, the jaw juts out, and the head has this beautiful slant backwards, a rise over the top line, pear-shaped dog.
Very nice.
And
Beautiful.
And of course, Star's from the famed Cherokee Kennels.
Yes, Cody Sickles done a wonderful job breeding for many, many years.
Star, the Philadelphia Stars. Think of the USFL. Hey, the 2023 USFL season this weekend on Fox continues. The Houston Gamblers at Birmingham Stallions Saturday at 4 Eastern. Then Sunday, The Showboats of Memphis against the New Orleans Breakers. That's at 3 Eastern on Fox and streaming on the Fox Sports app.
The Chinese Shar-Pei probably dates to the Han Dynasty, about 200 BC. The name literally is translated as sandskin or sandpaper-like coat. Originally a multi-purpose farm dog, the breed has made a remarkable comeback from near extinction in the 1960s. This is Chinese Shar-Pei, number 17.
All right, so Jason Gale, the face very distinguished, obviously. I know there's 2 breeds here, but 2 different types.
Just a third of the way down, if you will.
I'm sure that's fitting a certain standard. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you could explain that.
They have wrinkles on their head and their body. They have a very plush muzzle, and that's due to a certain
very nice. And one
liquid in their head that they actually can shrink and grow, especially the females. And he did check for the blue-black tongue, the purple tongues. They want to see this color in the tongue.
The Chow Chow, one of the oldest recognizable dogs, was discovered in China more than 2,000 years ago. Originally used for hunting, herding, and protection, today is primarily a companion dog. The Chow Chow has a blue-black tongue and a stilted gait and either a smooth or a rough double coat. This is Chow Chow, number 19.
And we're going to see that same exam right now where he checks for the tongue.
Okay.
Because they have to have that pigment on the tongue. It's very important. It's a unique characteristic of these breeds.
And that coat, that is, she is
so.
And just
gorgeous coat.
Well, and they do have smooth coated too. So there's 2 different coat styles. So, you know, if this might be a little bit much coat, you can get the smooth type as well. And they're a stilted, gaited dog. They have a high tail set, very Spitz-like. Again, Chris, like we talked about earlier, it has Spitz characteristics.
He's very masculine,
Yes.
perfect condition.
Looks
Very nice.
powerful.
One
They have a
side, please.
scowl to their face. It gives them that excellent expression, that really gritty look to them.
That's a good look.
Tales of 16th century pirates and shipwrecks surround the Coton de Tuliar, a breed developed on the island of Madagascar. Their name derives from the cottony texture of their coat. Cotons are agile, intelligent, quirky, and clown-like. They are readily adaptable to all lifestyles and have become treasured companions. This is Coton de Tuliar, number 21.
This is Sunny.
Up and back, if you will.
It's the number 1 Coton in 22 and 2023. He loves the snow, which is a little funny because what if he was in a snowbank, would you be able to find it?
No, I don't think so.
Blend right in.
Now that coat and of course that top line are unique to this breed.
Sure, they have a cotton-like coat, so it's not as silky as, say, a Maltese's coat. It's very different in that texture.
Congratulations.
The Dalmatian is known as the original coach dog. His endurance and natural affinity for horses led to an early role as the guardian of horse-drawn vehicles. His striking coat, uniquely coupled with a durability and loyalty, made him a popular firehouse mascot and a devoted family dog. This is Dalmatian, number 14.
Michael mentioned, obviously, the connection we always make with the fire chief or fire engines. They were actually used during World War II to help transport secret messages as well.
These breeds have been used in
Very
many
nice.
different
Once
ways
around,
to
please.
help us and humans throughout our, throughout history, frankly.
And they were used to calm the horses as well for the carriage dogs. So, you know, they applied to humans and horses as well.
Sharing a
Congratulations.
common ancestor with the modern bulldog, the smaller French bulldog originated in the 1800s as a companion for English lace makers. Exported to France, they soon became very popular in Paris. These funny little clowns are a popular companion breed throughout the world. This is French Bulldog, number 7.
So, there you go. Okay.
This will be a crowd favorite, right?
Just because Reserve and Show last year, one of the favorites this year, one of the more familiar. I don't know if we're seeing as many that we're familiar with from last year or the last couple of years.
Well, he's been recognized by a lot of judges through the years, so obviously he has
Very nice.
traits
And
that
once
appeal to
around,
everybody. But, you know, as we've seen in a couple other groups, dogs come from the Pekingese that won wasn't even ranked this year, so you never know.
And his owner, an NFL player, Morgan Fox and company.
A member of the Spitz family, the Caisson's luxurious standoff coat and unique expressive markings are its key characteristics. They are known for their keen intelligence and outgoing and friendly nature. The Caisson is a consistent top performer in agility and in obedience trials. This is Caisson, number 17.
There's a great view of the Caisson's face. They wear spectacles, so you can see that around the eyes, and it's a hallmark of the breed, and without it, it's not a Caisson. So,
and the last time, the only time a Caisson has won the group at Westminster was in 1968. So maybe Bandit's going to change that. I'm sure Bandit wants to change that record.
First year entered, all the way back 1931.
Very nice.
These are good therapy dogs.
And Chris, there's another one of your Spitz breeds as well.
We're starting to keep track here.
That's right.
The Lhasa Apso is an ancient Tibetan breed, long serving as a watchdog inside homes and monasteries. British colonialists summering in the Himalayas imported the breed to England. Considered sacred in his native Tibet, he is treasured today as a clever, enchanting companion. This is Lhasa Apso, number 15.
So, we saw the Maltese earlier, and the coat texture on this dog is a little different. It's a much heavier coat, and it's also denser because where they live, Tibet, so they had to have this coat to protect their limbs, their organs, because they were in much colder climate. This is just a beautiful example. You can see that flowing coat as it walks up and down, tail set high over the back, curling over.
Nice. Thank you. And once around, please.
An excellent job of grooming.
But again, if you want a Lhasa Apso as a pet, you can cut that dog's coat back and still have that wonderful.
Make adorable pets, yes.
That's right, a wonderful breed.
Well, we're halfway through the non-sporting group. We're live here on FS1 from New York. We already have winners in the hound and toy group so far tonight.
I made you look, yeah, I look good in my Versace dress, but I'm hotter when my morning hair is a mess. 'Cause even with my hoodie on, man, I made you look. I made you look. Yeah.
The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, sponsored by Purina Pro Blend. Nutrition that performs. We're live in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park in New York. Let's check in. We'll get back with the non-sporting group in a moment. Back with Jamie Lewis.
Well, Chris, the dogs made a big splash here. For the first time at Westminster, we had dock diving. Dogs of all shapes, sizes, ages competed. And look, the rules are easy. All you need to do, take the dog's favorite toy, throw it in a body of water while your dog waits on the dock. Then you give them the command to jump as far as they can. So much excitement. Look at the little dogs, the big dogs. And we congratulate all of the winners. Look at that. Anybody can do it at home. If you have a dog, take them to a body of water and do some dock diving. It's always a crowd pleaser. And how about the Belgian Malinois? Jumped over 5 feet. You see it right there. A Cairn Terrier, a Russell Terrier. So fun. We're so happy to have it here at Westminster. Back to you, Chris.
All right, wow. You know, the all-time record, though, held, it's 36 feet 6 inches by a Whippet from Washington State.
Go Whippet.
Sounders. Yes, that's good stuff. Entertaining. Thank you, Jamie. Set back to Michael.
Depicted in art since the 1400s, the Lauchen translates as German as little lion dog. The breed originated in Central Europe as a companion dog. This versatile small dog has changed little in over 600 years. It is identified by the distinctive lion trim, gaily carried tail, and mischievous personality. This is Lauchen, number 7.
And Lauchens were one of our hidden gem breeds this year. That means they
Just
have
a
a
third
low
of the way
number
up
of
and back,
entries
if you will,
each year.
please.
They're lesser known. And there were only just a little over 100 registered with the AKC this year. But we want people to know about these breeds. They're a fabulous breed. They're so fun. They're so smart. And, of course, for the show ring, they have their unique
Very
clip.
nice. And once around, please.
This dog, apparently, the owner just jumps in a flight bag or suitcase when they're packing because he wants to leave with the owner.
Well, you don't want to be left at home.
And he might fit. Hey, I want to go back to the dock diving with Jamie was show because this is my favorite here. And this is a bulldog. Look at how he considers this. And then that's the plunge. Bulldog dock diving. That could be a show on Fox after Farmer Wants a Wife. Anyway, I think dock diving may be something we'll add to the agility. Go back to Michael for a second.
The poodle is a very old hunting dog of unknown origin. Germany and France both had their poodles, but it was the French who made it their national dog. Poodles come in 3 varieties based on size, but they are all one breed. In this group, there are the standard, over 15 inches, and the miniature, under 15 inches, but in excess of 10 inches. The toy poodle was exhibited in the toy group. This is miniature poodle, number 12.
So we talked about the trim a little bit earlier. This dog's in what's called an English saddle trim, so it's a little different. And as I said before, the puffs on the front and the rosettes on the rear protect the joints. And that pom-pom on the tail actually acted as a rudder while they were in the water.
Thank you. And once around, likes her cheering section.
Yes, all right. Does the color matter in this particular?
They have specific colors they require, yes.
Here on the standard poodle, the clip we see today in the show ring is derived from practical considerations. The covering on the chest and joints protected these areas when the dog is retrieving game in water. And the puff on the end of the tail is said to be a French jab at the British lion. This is standard poodle, number 19.
Very nice. Thank you.
So we have Jason Lynn coming up showing the poodle. He's an excellent handler. He came over from the UK. The dog was bred there. Was judged by Ann Ingram today, and she's a poodle expert. So he was judged by one of our best and she's from Ireland as well. So it was a very international
nice.
group.
Once around, please.
He was actually bred in the U.S. and then grew up in the U.K.
Right, and he had a great career over there.
Absolutely.
Schipperke originated in Belgium. He is an active and agile watchdog, vermin hunter, and devoted family pet. Schipperkes are adaptable at home, both in city and country environments. Their unique coat pattern and silhouette distinguish them from all other breeds. This is Schipperke, number 12.
And not necessarily derived from the Spitz, right, or Pomeranian, but a smaller version of the Belgian
You'll see
sheepdog.
some of those traits, with the small, high-set ears, well set on the head, compact shape, square, short-backed.
Very unique outline.
Yes, this is what we call a silhouette breed. It's very important to have the correct silhouette and the correct coat.
Very nice. And once around, please.
I think they're quite fascinating because they have such an intense look to them when you look at them in the eye.
The Shiba Inu is one of the ancient Japanese hunting breeds. They are smart, foxy little dogs with an independent nature. Shibas can be strong-willed, but with socialization and training, they make wonderful, loyal companions and can participate in many dog sports. This is Shiba Inu, number 15.
Good job.
And earlier I was talking about young handlers. This is a 9-year-old handler. She shows this
That's
dog
great.
in junior showmanship. And I bet she's going to do a great job. Our
Yeah.
juniors are excellent handlers.
That's amazing at age 9 to be showing.
Just a third of the way down and back. Okay?
Can you imagine the pressure coming here where you Serena and Venus played and you're a child that could have seen them play and being on the floor?
And there's
It's just amazing.
a quote in here, Jason, from Billie Jean King about handling pressure.
Pressure is a privilege.
Very nice.
That's
And
That's
once
right.
around,
That's
in.
her line.
But as you see, she's competing against professional handlers.
Just a great job.
The Tibetan Spaniel originated in the Himalayas over 2,000 years ago. Their keen eyes and ability to see great distances made them exceptionally good guard dogs for Tibetan monasteries. These little lions are alert, intelligent dogs who thrive on human companionship. This is Tibetan Spaniel, number 23.
And this unique history, the fact that Tibbies were
Just a
part
third
of
of the way down and
monasteries,
back,
right?
if
They
you will.
lived in monasteries, or part of that lifestyle.
Sure, they said that the legend is that they spun the prayer wheels in the monasteries. And you know, when we look at this dog's face coming at us, they have an ape-like expression. It's very indicative of a correct expression on this breed.
Thank you. And once around, please.
And you know, if you saw the Pekingese and maybe that was a little too much hair, this breed is kind of similar in some ways, but a little less coated dog.
The herding group, not far off. That'll be the final group for this night. 7 groups total over 2 nights before Best in Show live from Arthur Ashe Stadium. You're watching FS1. Ball's up. Michael LaFayette, take it.
The third of the 3 native Tibetan breeds in the non-sporting group is the Tibetan Terrier, also bred and raised in monasteries well over 2,000 years ago. The breed was called a terrier because it is its size. He is a dog of great ability, and his prize is an intelligent, loyal, and affectionate companion. This is Tibetan Terrier, number 10.
Thank you.
You know, when we talk about our sport, we talk about people that are professional handlers, breeder-owner handlers. Some play a dual role. So Lois, she shows this dog, but she bred it. She and her sister, they've been in this breed forever. They've been dedicated to it. Lois shows other dogs for other people, but this is the breed that speaks closest to her heart.
That's what I always see at the end of her lead, is a beautiful example of a
Thank you, Madam.
Tibetan
Once
Terrier.
around, please.
Reagan came out of retirement for this show.
Well, he's in great condition. He looks fabulous out there.
The Xoloitzcuintli, Squintly, or Xolo as it is commonly called, is the national dog of Mexico.
Congratulations.
These dogs descended from hairless dogs prized by the Aztecs and revered as guardians of the dead. Their keen intelligence, trainability, and natural cleanliness make him a unique and valued pet today. This is Xoloitzcuintli, Squintly, number 7.
So much.
This is what, Jason, we asked about the spelling bee earlier. Of
This one's harder, I
This
think,
one
than
you-
Chihuahua. I'm
yes,
sorry.
It's tough enough to say, let alone to spell. But you heard Michael eloquently deliver.
And you know, we saw the Chinese crested earlier, so this is a similar type of dog as far as the skin. They're hypoallergenic, so they're great with people with allergies to have at home. They're wash and wear. I mean, there's not a lot of hair, so if you want a low-maintenance dog, that's the one for you.
This dog's being handled by Dylan Kip Keith, who's a multi-generation handling dog family.
Does he have the X factor?
Okay. This is the exciting part where he starts to really narrow it down. We have the Bichon,
Pulling him out right away. This is
the
great.
Bulldog, the Shar-Pei, the Chow Chow.
Really
the
like
Dalmatian and the French Bulldog.
The standard poodle is the skipper.
Standard and the skipper.
this is a great lineup. I'm looking at that bulldog. I must say that's a
Can we
beautiful,
scoot them all back, please, a little bit?
beautiful
I have to
dog.
say I've awarded quite a few of these. in
Please,
my
let's take them
career
around one at a
judging,
time,
so-
please, and we'll wind up right where you are, okay? One at a time.
It's a big group.
And the
all the way
Bichon.
from South Korea.
Yeah, just strutting his stuff. Bulldog with that strong, determined motion. Sharpay very light on his feet today. The Chow with that classic stilted gait.
Here comes the Dalmatian.
Free moving.
Winston, the
French
Frenchie.
Bulldog.
Popular as ever.
Standard poodle with a beautiful poodly carriage.
And the skipper key. The unique outline, even on the move.
Winston's out there being a little bit of a ham, I think.
He wants it.
The Frenchie.
He's being pulled out first.
The standard poodle.
The Bulldog is third. The Bichon is fourth.
Thank you very much. First to the Frenchie, second to the standard poodle, Bulldog, Bichon.
Most popular breed and most popular tonight. In hand of the group winner.
Winston gets a second chance at Best in Show.
Some never do, so that's a great achievement for him to go back and try to finish it off this time.
Handler Perry Payson. For the owners, Sandy Fox, Morgan Fox, Alexandra Burbach.
Yeah, Morgan, the defensive end, the NFL player who helped Frenchie to reserve Best in Show behind Trumpet last year. Let's check in with Jamie Little once again.
I don't think he has changed one bit back, trying to get one spot better this time. Perry, speak to the spirit of little Winston here.
Oh, what you see, looking around the last time, and he just launched into that box. It shows his athleticism, right, and his personality. And he's so beautiful. He just steals your heart, makes you smile.
You can tell he loves what he does, right?
He does, absolutely.
All right, best of luck tomorrow night.
I appreciate you guys.
Right. Jenny.
Jamie, everyone is loving the Frenchie. Boy, did he win over the crowd. We have our winner from the non-sporting group, and we are not done. Stay with us. The herding group is next.